Jeremy Jędrzejkowski, welcome to Rzeczpospolita Studio at 17th European Economic Congress here in Katowice. And my guest today is Attila Szabó, President and Managing Director of Ford Poland. Hello.
Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry. Of course, green transformation, green transition, and in this field, electromobility is one of the most important topics here in Katowice. Ford is heavily investing in electrification. What are the company's plans for expanding its range of electric vehicles in Poland? Well, let's say a market that is still considered to be a little outsider in terms of electromobility.
Yeah, the market is still tough, and I think that there is a lot to grow still in Poland, especially because now in Europe there is a nice growth this year, and now it's reaching around 17% of the passenger vehicle industry, at least in terms of electric vehicles. However, to be compliant, you would need to be around 20% or 25%, so it's still a way to go. And in Poland, I think the industry moved from around 3% to about 5%, a bit more than 5% in the first quarter of the year. So there is some growth also here. From our perspective, in terms of range, we are now basically almost fully ready for anything and everything, because we just introduced so many vehicles. Recently the Puma Generation E, which is an electric version of the very popular Puma vehicle, and we've got more mid-size SUVs, crossovers, sporty vehicles like the Capri and the Explorer, and we have on the top of the range the Mustang Mach-E. But what is even more important, because we think that it's more important to electrify the commercial vehicle side. There we've got also a full range of electric vehicles. So
and this sector on Polish market is very competitive.
Yeah, and I think we've got our e-transit anyway very successful in the last couple of years, but this year it's a bit more difficult with the commercial vehicles, not because of the growing competition, but because of the industry is around 1.8-2% only at this point. Or we can come to this point about incentives, yes. So it's this is where it's a challenge. But now we've got the vehicle on the commercial vehicle side and people mover for every kind of business. Yeah. So from the smallest e-courier, which is visible also here in our stand, the e-courier van, up to the biggest e-transit. We've got every size, and now even we are introducing a Ranger plug-in hybrid, so an electrified pickup as well.
So we're talking about the Polish market, the vehicles, the commercial vehicles, and actually we are in the middle of the transformation toward electric vehicles. But many brands are saying that this is not an easy process. How Ford is navigating it?
Yeah, and they are right. This is not an easy process because from our perspective, I think it would be much more important to electrify commercial vehicles, because in commercial vehicles, you know the use case. You know for what you are using the vehicle. You don't want a vehicle which is capable to go to the Croatian coast as well as commuting daily to the school, like in case of passenger cars. So we investigated a lot when we developed the vehicles. What is the real range what certain customers require, and do they want more range or more payload for the vehicle? So it's very important in case of a commercial vehicle that you can carry goods, but you cannot, you shouldn't reach more than the 3.5 ton limits. Yeah? So there is a combination, and for this reason, you are not building very long-range vehicles, but you are building vehicles where you've got a range which is required by the customer, but in the meantime, you can still carry a big volume of goods. So how we approach it, that we are working also with our customers to prove that the total cost of ownership for an electric commercial vehicle in certain use case is much better than in a diesel one. Yeah, it's true that there will be still use cases, even I think beyond 2030, when it will be still better to use a diesel car. Yeah, even no one wants to hear that from the manufacturers, but that's the truth. But there are use cases where it's already much better, like. And I'm not talking about the last mile deliveries only, but of course that's where it's the easiest to understand when you are distributing something in the city. It's 1,000 times much better also on cost to use an electric vehicle. Well, if you have to go from Warsaw to Szczecin each and every day, many times, of course it's still the diesel will be the right choice. So this is what we put on the table for our customers and try to prove that a plug-in hybrid can be their best solution, or an electric, or in some cases still a diesel.
So it's a challenge for finding the right balance, and of course for doing business, the costs are the crucial thing. What Ford offer in terms of financial options that they are key for fleets in businesses, in companies?
Absolutely, we are working with very strong partners. So we've got our own operational leasing offer, and behind that there is Arval in the market. So they are the biggest in Poland. So they can provide the best offer for our customers through our Ford operational leasing packages. And in the meantime, we also have a very competitive, let's say, classical financial leasing, which we are doing also with a strong partner, which is Santander Consumer Multi-Rent company. So we can cover anything and everything. We've got also even a Ford leasing option where the customer is basically have a choice after a couple of years to just move from the current vehicle to a brand new vehicle, almost without changing the monthly conditions. So there are many financial offers, and we chose the best cooperation partners also on a strategic level in Europe to use the best ones for Poland as well.
And for some customers also used vehicles are an option. Do you offer this option in your dealership?
Yeah, we've got Ford używane. I hope I pronounce it properly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Używane, it's not an easy word in Polish, but it's perfect.
Thank you. So we've got our own offers. This is a system which is working through our dealerships. So at most of our dealerships you can find Ford używane where you've got a long-term warranty for the vehicles, and we have selected vehicles. It's more still passenger car headed, so you will find much more passenger cars, but now we are improving also the volume in these offers of the commercial vehicles as well.
And when we are talking about electrifications of fleets and of vehicles, of course, we need information, promotion, and education. And as far as Ford is considered, motorsport was always in your DNA. Do you use this sector to promote electric vehicles?
Yeah, of course, motorsport is very important. However, if you look at the motorsports globally, there is still only a very few area where you have electric vehicles, some and even more where you've got electrification. I think
we are at the beginning still.
We are at the beginning, I think, in motorsport as well. But if you look at Formula One, for example, that's the reason why we joined Red Bull from already now, because we are working with them already on the new powertrain from 2026. There, one of the main reasons was that we could learn, and we can learn from each other with Red Bull about lots of things like the electric part of the powertrain, because that's very important. We've got already lots of experience with drag racing and other areas where you learn a lot, and we can use that experience in Formula One as well. But also we can learn from them a lot because of the aerodynamics is a much more important element of the electric vehicles for the future than the IC vehicles. But if you look at motorsport in terms of pure electric, what we chose as a way is to build demonstrators. Motorsport, I mean, it's a power performance demonstrator. So we've got first the Mustang Mach-E with 1,400 horsepower. So the acceleration is just you can beat anything and everything. And we also built a super van, which is similarly powered, or even 2,000 horsepower, and that can go also like hell. And we are racing with some of those vehicles in Pikes Peak in the uphill race, but mainly we are building these vehicles also to learn much more about how to make the most aerodynamic and the best powertrains for electric vehicles.
I mentioned promotion, the motorsport, and education, because education is very important in this transition towards electric vehicles. What Ford is doing to convince Polish drivers towards electricity?
Yeah, I think the most important bit, and this is what we highlighted in our promotion big time, is that you have to come and test. Yeah, so that's the first point. So this is the most important, that the customers are invited to our showrooms to have the demonstrator vehicles. Come and see and try, because not only because we have vehicles which are I think driving much better than the competition. That's I think we can proudly say, but also we have to prove them that it's possible to move with an electric vehicle without any problem. Then of course we are talking to all of our customers about charging, because I think that's the other challenge. How fast you can charge, what is our blue over charging network consists, and what kind of charging you can have at home. So now, for example, we are offering a free wall box with our electric cars for the customers, so they can fit it. We help them to fit at home. So that's an important thing. The other thing is that we are also offering an 8 years, not an 8 years battery warranty, but the whole industry is offering. But it's an 8 years overall warranty on our passenger electric vehicles, with the peace of mind service package as well. So we are servicing also in this period the vehicle for free.
And of course, as far as electrification is concerned, we are talking about affordability. What is Ford doing to make electric vehicles more accessible for customers?
I think first of all, we've got now, I think, a very competitive price. So let's take an example, which is the e-Transit Courier van. Yeah, that one now we offer from 99,900 zloty. So I think we are now much closer to or even in some cases below the internal combustion engine version. So I think that is step one. And as I mentioned, that we've got many things included in the price, which is a nice cost saving for the customer for the future.
About challenges connected with electrification of fleets of vehicles. I was talking to Attila Szabó, President and Managing Director Ford Poland. Dziękuję bardzo.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Jeremian Jędrzejkowski, thanks for watching.